There's a place where the truth should be kept.
The arts and music scene really shows what people are about.
Share what's going on here in New York.
Makes you feel like a family.
Local art has a face that most people can relate.
Our community up here that sticks together.
Art is art.
Great potential. Great artists, poets, singers, writers, directors, filmmakers. It's fantastic. Everyone has a story to tell.
That moment, you have to capture that moment and share it with the rest of the world.
Showing something that maybe has not been seen before.
Without art, it's just life.
I am art. I've been art ever since I was born.
It really adds a great deal to our community.
We don't really need art to exist, but you need art to live.
Culture main is important, and I think playing out is important, and playing open mics and playing wherever you can play.
It's all about us all checking in with each other.
Ooh, look at you looking all stylish.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, nice to
The
be here.
new generation of hip hop has come to Culture Remain.
That's right.
So now tell me, how would you describe yourself as an artist?
Me, I love to have fun. Okay, I love being random. I love doing all types of things. But guess what? Here's the catch. I'm not like everybody else. I am like the weirdest, one of the weirdest guys you may know outside
like, I'm
of
the
rap.
weird of the eccentric.
Exactly. But I love to relate to people. I love to tell kids or like people my age, you can do what you want to do. Be yourself. Don't try to be like someone else or, try to fit in. And if you don't, you try to be accepted when you can just be yourself and people will come. Because everything in itself is wonderful. I mean, you're wonderful. I'm wonderful. We're up here, wonderful. So.
Now, did you ever have people not respond to you in that way? Like as you were coming up through school?
Yes. Many people would put me down. I mean, of course, that's what motivates you. The people that, put you down or say you're no good or, they try to play you or, different things of that nature. But, that's what motivated me. And that's what, propelled me to do what I do now. And it really helps me. When I think about that, I tell other people about it and, I relate to them as well. And they look at me like, wow, okay, so I'm not the only one, so, yeah.
So is that what inspired you to start creating art and sharing it?
Yes, and as well, my mother, I was raised up in the field of hip hop and music, all together. But yes, that is what helped me because, people are always going to put you down. Oh my God, you can do whatever and somebody's going to be jealous or you're going to have a critic that just comes at you like, oh no, you're no good. This is, I can do better. We know someone that can do better,
I heard of somebody somewhere that I saw on YouTube that could do better than you, so you might not even try.
That's right. So, that's another reason why, I do what I do. It's just,
So what I'm curious about is, because you said, you come up with the quote unquote haters, and that's what inspires you. And I love that you said that, because that is not the response that far more than 50% of people have to negativity.
Right.
It can inspire you, or it can break and discourage you. And there's something about the character of certain people that determines which way they go. So why is it that as opposed to giving up, or saying, okay, I do need to fit in more, or, all right, well, I need to be more practical, or I need to just find ways to fit in. What was it that made you go or enabled you to go the other way, to say, I'm beautiful, I'm an individual, and I'm going to become a performer?
Right.
It's not the default answer.
That's right. One of those reasons were, God, and, he just set me up. He put me in the position that I am today. He just helps me. He saved me from a car accident, a year ago, July 11th. I was with my ex and my best friend, and we got hit by a huge truck. It was like split second. It was like a horror movie. I opened my eyes and we were flipped over. It was amazing, but it was terrible at the same time. Yeah. But God has really allowed me to show people, and at the same time, what you were saying, about, I'm sorry, sometimes I lose it.
It's called editing.
Editing. So, I I don't go in the other direction because, God's will and of course the teachings that my mom had, put upon me and my other brother and sister. And it's just, I want to be positive. I don't have that evil intention that many other people do. And you don't have to. That's the point. Many people think, oh, I have to do this to fit in, when you don't have to be angry. And it's a lot of young rappers that, they curse and all that. I don't do that in my songs. Why? You can do everything else without cursing because I want to relate to many people. I want to be able to have my songs played at a family reunion or something, or, at a water park without them having to do the little
radio edit.
Yes, and they're just saying words, but you don't understand because it's just like
they cut out so much. You're like, why are they playing
You're like, what are they doing?
I hate that.
Exactly, and just like rappers, back then, I just want to bring the positivity back, and I'm just so happy for the opportunity to be on this show. I really do. I'm so happy.
So exciting.
But yes.
So that was a major life-changing event. You're in this accident. Mm-hmm. You wake up, you didn't even know if you were going to make it. Did that change your feelings of responsibility? Did you feel like now you have to do something different with your life than how you felt before? Like, what did that change for you?
Exactly. That I actually was, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't rapping at the time. I wasn't thinking about writing or doing music at that time. And
wow.
When I got in that accident, I was like, wow, God has done this for a reason. I wouldn't be here, because I was writing. I've been writing ever since I was 10 years old, just playing around. And when I got in the accident, it's like, wow, I just look back and I can write songs in less than an hour. Like, I promise, I wrote, one day, it was like 3 songs in the whole day, and I just put it out on SoundCloud and stuff like that. But I love to write. I love music. I love to be tested. I love a challenge. And when that happened to me, I looked up to God, and I thought it was funny. I thought he was very funny because he knew what he was doing. And when he basically sat me up and said, "Here, this is what you were born to do. You wasn't born to go this way. Here you go. You're going this. Let me bring you this way now, so you can be able to lead and be one of a kind."
What up?
So yeah.
And how old are you right now?
I am 20 years old. I'm the youngest of the bunch.
I think we need to have you perform, sir.
Thank you so much. Yes, we can do
Word. I did not know I was getting this fly, kinda like color carriers. If you are joining the team, cause the more the merrier. Yeah, I remember when haters was calling me fat. Now the same ones that's hitting me up. They're like, Elias, dog, where are you at? I'm on the rise, forget you guys. Back to the future, no family ties. Got all my family jamming to my greatest hits. Walking outside, cause of the past. When I had winning, I'm like LeBron. I am born to win. I came away from the concrete in Philly. My old city, really pretty when no killing involved. Had relationships where there was hurt, feelings involved. Out here in the struggle, I swear it was no chilling involved. I am one of the realest artists I'm willing to draw. How about we go stepping up a notch, running through beats like the juggernaut. Ever since rap became part of my life for real, not once ever touched the block. I have been focused on my goals. I wanna be a role model. I do not care about Facebook or Twitter, no going to see if you follow. Dog, I ain't putting in work, making it work. God gave me so much I do not deserve. I could be in the place smoking the perk. I am too nice, I do not have to curse. I am Fresh Prince in this drum about the mirth. The game different than y'all ever heard. This is absurd. My dream was never deferred. You could just say it's unheard. I'm not going to notice. I swear to God, I'm not going to notice. Yeah, check it. I've been working too hard. I'm not going to notice. Woo. Yeah, I hope you on my side, cause I am not going to notice. Yeah, I'm giving all that's inside, cause I am not going to notice. Woo. I am not going to notice. Yeah, 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 I am not going to notice. I am not going to notice. Woo. I am not going to notice. Nah, yeah. I can't go unnoticed. Been working too hard all my life. Yeah, born to be great, baby. Shout out to Jeremy Rockwell. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Alright. 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 feel it. I know you feel it. Yeah. I know you feel it. Yeah, shine. Word, check it. The brightest thing you've ever seen today, similar to the sun. You gon' catch my UV rays. The light, it's the first thing on your mind, right? And the light is the first thing through the blinds, right? Woo. Rise and shine, yo, don't unwind. You got a long day ahead and some mountains to climb. Yeah, cause life is heavy. You're ready for the steady push. Not elevating, no smoking the daily bush. I'm alive and I'm acting jive. Wake up in the morning, catch videos of who? The Jackson 5. Yo, I watch greatness and at a glance I study all the moves and I learn to dance. If you mess up, then buddy, that's tough luck. Show tough love, them shoulders you brushed up. I must have messed up, so I do it again. Repetition, competition are just some of my friends. Yo, it depends on the movement and the feeling. I'm feeling like a million. Yo, God is my witness. I'm with this. Beats, hands high if you dig this. You dig this, yo, dog. The feeling is endless. China got me sweating. I feel like a gymnast. God is the only reason why I'ma win this. How you gonna start if you never had finished, Holmes? Hold up, I'll be back in a minute because I'm
shining.
Huh?
Can't you see I'm shining? I gotta,
you gotta, we
to
gotta.
my highest ground. I'm a supernova, never dying down. Cause I'm a diamond. Yes, indeed, I'm shining.
Yeah,
I gotta
vibe with it. Vibe.
When my past is gone, I'm shining. Put your sunglasses on.
It's a new day ahead of us. Messengers are who we are. We ain't trying to act reckless. Woke in the morning, brush my teeth, ate my breakfast. Together with my love, we will never separate. Tell you that I'm shining, tell me that I'm shining back. It will never get old, cause I can't rewind it back. Negative peer pressure, and I ain't trying that. Y'all driving back from the trip, and I'm flying back. I don't know how, I don't know why, but the God above me gave me shine so high. Gave me more attention as the time go by. My heart don't wanna leave, but my mind gon' try. Yo, I'm so refreshed, yo, I'm so relieved. Don't got everything I want, but everything I need. No time to slow down, I need to gain speed. No rhymes to throw down, I need to take heed that I'm freaking awesome. And it's only one me, I'm shining so bright. People thought it was sunny, my soul is in a rhyme. Happiness in the song, my melody and the words make people get along, dog. I am rhyming, cause I'm in the sun that shines bright. I'm a diamond, I'm reclining, finding that time in, putting grinding, binding with light. Straight got me
shining.
Huh?
Can't you see I'm shining? I gotta,
you gotta, we
to
gotta,
my highest ground. I'm a supernova, never dying down. Cause you a diamond.
Word.
Yes, indeed, I'm shining. I gotta,
we gotta, you gotta.
My past is gone, I'm shining. Put your sunglasses on.
Yeah, yeah. Sunglasses on if you shining. Put your sunglasses on. Yeah, yeah. Sunglasses on if you shining. Put your sunglasses on. Yeah, yeah. I know you strong if you shining. Put your sunglasses on. Stop playing. Yeah, girl, I know you strong if you shining. Put your sunglasses on. Yeah. You ain't wrong if you shining. Just put your sunglasses on. Every day, do it every way. If you shining in, put your hands and say, hey, hey, how you doing? You already know it's freestyling cause it's rolling and we shining. Every single day, get it right, perfect timing. Yeah, cause we're shining. Woo. Yeah, all I do is shine, shine, shine bright, shine bright, shine bright, shine bright, 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 bright. Yeah, yeah, word. Vibe with it, vibe, vibe with it, vibe with it, vibe. Woo, vibe with it, vibe. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Swiggity.
We don't say swag.
We don't say swag.
We say swing.
We say swing. Alright, yeah. Word. Yeah.
Thank you, Joey.
Word. Swing, swing, swing. Word. Listen.
Come on.
I'm about to steal the fame, I was born to do it. I'm about to kill the game, I was born to do it. Check it. It's like I was born into it. About to step up for my city, cause we need some home improvement. Like Tim Allen, I've been wildin' and gentiling. Beating the beat with my lyrics, fam, I've been violent. My swing louder than yours, just like an orchestra. Close your eyes, look with your ears, it's time to open up. Yeah, it's the swing, boy. And make you wanna thank, boy. I ain't the one you need to thank, boy. Word, check it, it's the swing, boy. Yeah, verse 2. Verse 2, brother. Me and Cuz step into the place like Blues Brothers. Or kinda like Wayans. Do it for the fans. If I never had none, then I do it for my fam. People wanna hate. People wanna hate. On my swinging preparation every day I wake. On my worst behavior like I'm Drake. Yeah, I know I'm great. I pray to God like every day I wait. Yeah, and the swing is too real. No negative vibes cause the thing is too hill. I ain't blowing money, smoking, banging Lucille. I'm just trying to live this life to chill. Yeah, it's a swing boy. And make you wanna thank boy. I ain't the one you need to thank boy. Yeah, it's a swing boy.
All these rappers be killing me with they swag. I'm not feeling it. Not impressed with ability, talent, skill, or agility. But I'm focused on remedies. Wanna spark something mentally. Over that I stay on guard, cause I know I got enemies. Swank, thank Joey for the innovation. I can't lie, Eli my inspiration.
Thanks, Mom.
He taking over like China be making product.
And I must admit,
Mama be feeling Asian. Like Wu-Tang, we don't do nothing but bang for your buck, cause the language is up. From city kids sucking that track, can't express cause they lack, but we bring back the English with love. Jones ain't my last name, but I paint 1,000 word pink like a saint. Woman got right. Wasn't for the goodness of the Lord, I be faint. So you blank staring at me like y'all Hillary Banks. Jazz.
Yeah, swing. It's that swing boy. And make it sing boy. It's that swing boy. Come on, Mom, let's do it.
Yo.
Swing boy. Swing boy. I ain't the one you need to. I ain't the one you need to. You ain't the one you need to. It's the swing boy. Something you can't get from a bank boy. Something you can't get from a bank boy. Make it sing boy. It's a swing boy. Yeah, it's a swing boy. Make it wanna thank boy. I ain't the one you need to thank boy. Yeah, it's a swing boy.
Come on.
Yeah. Swing boy. Swing boy. I ain't the one you need to. You ain't the one you need to. We ain't the one you need to. You ain't the one you need to. She ain't the one you need to. He ain't the one you need to. They ain't the one you need to. Yeah. Swing.
Lovely.
This next song that I'm going to do is another one off of my very first EP, and it's called On Your Own. And this song is one of the more slower songs on this CD, and it's called Turn Back Time. The mistakes I've made will never be erased. Those painful words never go away. I'll be the only one deep down inside that will have the hurt stay with me all the time. I can't be perfect, no, not even close. 'Cause it seems to me I always hurt the ones I love the most. Have no reason why to hurt you inside, but I give anything to turn back time. To turn back time. Still I'll always know, as the hurt will show. Just take a look in my eyes. Every person that I hurt, I feel worse and worse, 'cause I know I'll never get to take it back. I can't be perfect, no, not even close. 'Cause it seems to me I always hurt the ones I love the most. Have no turn back time, 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 to turn back time, 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 to turn back time, 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 to turn back time.
I'm here with one of the most exciting, controversial, and scandalous musicians of the entire York County music scene. The wild, the daring, the newsline making 16-year-old show choir specialist. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Kayla Kroh. Now, did you ever dream that you were going to be as scandalous as you are and that there was going to be so much controversy around your career?
Absolutely not. Never have I thought that it would come to this.
Which, for those of you that don't know at home, you made big news in the newspaper a couple months ago because you are indeed underage.
Yeah.
And were performing in venues which served alcohol, and it turns out there's this obscure law on the books, which if you were working there as a busboy or a bus girl, you could have, but as an entertainer, you are not allowed to be underage and in these venues. So open mic night that's occurring in the bar, or Friday night, Saturday night features for the musical entertainment, can't do it now.
Yeah, and it's sad because open mics was where I got my start. Going after school on Tuesday nights with all my families down to the local bar and you know, I didn't even consider it a bar. It was a restaurant. You know, they make great food.
Have a burger at Bistro 19 and
Bistro's great too. Yeah, and actually that was one of the places that I was just about to perform, and then the LCB called and said, nope, you can't. And I would have been one of, like, I believe the first minors to perform there, which would have been a huge honor. And it was very nice of them to ask me to come because it's a great place.
So now, and to be very specific, just to clarify for people at home that do have questions, it is a very specific type of location that you can and can't sing at underage. It's a retail distributing license?
Yeah, a retail dispensing license.
Retail dispensing license.
And it's like places with a hotel license. I can sing at wineries. I can sing at certain restaurants that serve alcohol. But if they have a retail dispensing license, I can't perform there.
Okay. So
until I'm 18.
So at the breweries and at the wineries, and we can still get to catch you there with the alfresco environment. Just some of the certain restaurants downtown that are traditionally known as music venues.
Yeah.
How do you keep it all balanced? I mean, you said when we were chatting earlier that even your friends worry about you spreading yourself too thin. I mean, I know some people that just from having been in, musicals and been in the International Thespian Society myself, that's a commitment.
Oh, that's awesome.
Between, back in Michigan, no less. That can be a commitment in itself. During musical season, you're rehearsing after school almost daily.
Oh, yeah.
How do you keep that balance for yourself without burning that candle at both ends and being totally exhausted?
My parents, through all of this, they've tried to make sure that I have as normal of a teenage life as I possibly can. To say the least, it's not. I mean, I'm glad to say that I don't. Because I still get to hang out with my friends. I still get to have a good time, and it's a great time, but at the end of the day, I love being able to just go to rehearsal. I love to be able to just focus on the music, because that is my safe haven. That's my outlet to just sort of relax. And I don't know how I get all my schoolwork done, but I do.
By some miracle.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think is the most interesting, because you do see some really talented performers that are young, but you don't see as many creators of original content. How long have you been writing your own music and creating your own songs, and where did that come from? Not that you can't have significant life experience at the age of 16, but most 16-year-olds have not yet had that depth of emotion to write songs that a whole audience can connect with.
Well, I get a lot that I have an old soul. That I can connect. That's why I get along with older people, and that's why a lot of my friends now are in college, and I just can connect to them on a personal level because I've been through a bit and I've seen a lot, and I've just kind of poured all of my emotion into that and putting it on a piece of paper, and just different kinds of things. Like, even like I went through a lot in middle school.
That's a rough time. I don't know anybody that had a good time in middle school.
Yeah, if they did, good for you.
Right. You're one of the 3 in the country.
But now that I'm in high school, it's they weren't kidding. It was like a total 360. We have a lot more independence. There's a lot there's still drama, but there's a lot less of it. And if it is, it normally ends pretty quick. Right. And it's nice to see that. But it's still like I'm still having more experiences now. Like even in the last year, I've been through a lot with my career and personally, and it's been crazy, but it's made me stronger. And I've kind of just poured that into my music.
Have you gotten to see some of the uglier side or the harder side? I mean, for the most part, the outpouring of public support of, wanting to see you and other young people able to perform has been huge. But at the same time, there are some people that are like, oh, it's not just about old laws. It's about, there's some rough stuff out there. There's some very jaded, some hard drinking, some rough talking, rough acting, artists out there. And I know you've already gotten to see some of that just in the musicians you've associated with. Yeah, and in all honesty, it has kind of prepared me for the future. Like if I were to go out and as I get older, it's prepared me of how to handle that kind of situation. Like it was hard. When I actually had my CD release, I had it at one of my regular restaurants that I would sing at. And my friends from school came in to support me, and it was weird. Like that was finally when those two, school and work, blended. Worlds collide.
And it was like I was trying to avoid that for years. And because I did musical, then people started figuring out, whoa, Kayla sings. Like, what?
Right.
And so that kind of took a spin. And it's been a crazy experience, but it was hard to see my friends. Like a couple people got a little out of, like a couple of the adults that were there that weren't with me got a little out of hand, and I knew how to handle it, and they were like, Kayla, what do we do? And I'm like, you don't know, like, because I got used to
that
it
or seen that.
And I understand where parents would say, no, I don't want my kid around that. But with the whole LCB thing, it's like, it's not like I'm in there alone. My dad's sitting next to me the whole time. They're saying that I can bust tables and waitress and by myself and get like possibly harassed by a random customer. Not saying that would happen, but it's a possibility.
I have seen it happen.
But with this, I feel so much safer because not only do I have my dad next to me, I have my mom out all the time watching my dad and I like hawks, trying to protect us. My little sister's sticking by my mom's side, helping selling my merchandise, and I've got my friends who come and they've got my back. And they know who to look out for if there's any like sketchy sort of
Team
thing.
Kayla Kroh.
Yeah, that's kind of started. Actually, my friends have a joke. They used to have last year, Kayla Kroh Fridays. They would wear my t-shirts to school. And I was like, no, guys.
That's so cool.
And it was really humbling. And they would mess around with me, and in the middle of the hallway, in a loud, crowded hallway, we have like 1,700 kids in our school. And in a loud, crowded hallway, out of nowhere, I hear one of my best guy friends last year scream, "Oh my God, it's the Kayla Kroh." That never ended. That never ended.
Oh my God, it's Kayla Kroh! Wow! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that started last year and it hasn't ended, and I don't think it ever will. I don't want to do this for the fame, but I know that's a price that comes with it. And there's a lot of cons to that. But there's a lot of pros in the sense that I'm giving back to people, and I've already heard from, I've had little girls tell me that I'm their idol. Like they're like, I've literally had a little girl say to me, forget Taylor Swift, I want to be you. And that just meant the world to me.
I want to be Kayla Kroh when I grow up.
And I was like thinking to myself, like, why would she want to be me? Because to me, I'm just me. And
it's a lot of responsibility.
But it was very humbling to hear a little girl say that to me.
Oh, well, I look forward to getting to watch the career unfold
and
seeing where Kayla Kroh is going to be next. And I know people can go to your website and they can check out where you will be popping up in a town near you. I love it. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time.
Yeah. This last song that I'm going to do is actually the newest one that I have written, and I haven't exactly released yet because I'm still waiting to get in the recording studio for this one, but it's probably one of my favorites. and it's called You All Along.
Instincts to run. You and I aren't meant to be done. Walk through fire, hand in hand. Face too much I can barely stand, but you've been there to hold me up. I know I'm safe at the sense of your touch. Always apart, by my side you still stay. Stole my heart, wouldn't have it another way. Through hell and back, oh, we stayed so strong. Been searching for my someone, and it was you all along. Can't seem to hide the way it feels. Our fairy tales never became real. But here you are in front of me. In this crowd, you're the only one I see. Always apart, by my side, you still stay. Stole my heart, wouldn't have it another way. Through hell and back, we stayed so strong. Been searching for my someone, and it was you all. One look, one smile, one word from the heart. Keep reminding myself that this is just the start. Always apart, by my side you still stay. My heart is yours, wouldn't have it another way. Through hell and back, we stayed so strong. Deep down I knew my someone was you all along. Whoa, whoa.
Well, the first song is Royals by Lorde. I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address. In a torn up town, no postcode envy, but every song's like gold teeth, Grey Goose dripping in the bathroom, bloodstained ball gown crashing the hotel room. We don't care, we're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care, we aren't caught up in your love affair. Yeah, we'll never be royals. It's all in our blood. That kind of luck just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. My friends and I, we've cracked the code. We count our dollars on the trains to the parties, and everyone who knows us knows we're fine with this. We didn't come from money, but every song's like gold teeth, Grey Goose dripping in the bathroom, bloodstained ball gown crashing the hotel room. We don't care, we're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care, we We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It's on in our play, the kind of luck just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. Well, hello, my name is Brandi Mummert. I'm 19 and I am from York County. I was actually born in York Hospital, graduated from York Suburban, and I go to York College, so pretty interesting. The music is definitely the real first love, but I love writing songs, so it's kind of a nicer way to, I guess, hopefully make a career out of something that I enjoy doing, because, I don't know, you never know about music, you never know if, like, you can really make a career out of that. I have pretty terrible luck, and almost like every time before I perform, I wind up getting sick, so I do have a bit of a cold right now, just to warn everyone. But the next song is an original song, and it is called Streetlight. Lying on my belly under streetlight, losing my mind. The shakes get faster and the cuts deeper, close to midnight. I'm losing my mind. My stomach churns and the acid burns, and these thoughts in my head aren't alright. I'm losing my mind. Well, I pump myself full of ridicule, no self-esteem, and I'm a lonely fool. Forgot how to function without compliments. Now I'm lying outside in the dark to hide. I'm starting to wish I could stop breathing. Oh, I lost my mind, ignoring every hand that wants to help me. I'm losing my mind, reaching for the ones that don't want my company. Still losing my mind. Forgot how to function on my own, but in a room full of people I feel most alone. I'm really losing my mind. Well, I pump myself full of ridicule, no self-esteem, and I'm a lonely fool. Forgot how to function without compliments. Now I'm lying outside in the dark to hide. I'm starting to wish I could stop breathing. Oh, I lost my mind. I wish I could go back and redo all of this. I want to make better decisions, but I'm insane, so I do the same thing over again. Well, I pump myself full of ridicule, no self-esteem, and I'm a lonely fool. Forgot how to function without compliments. Now I'm lying outside in the dark to hide. I'm starting to wish I could stop breathing. Oh, I really lost my head. I can't remember for sure how I started getting into music, just ever since I can remember. When I was a real little girl, I used to love to sing, and I started writing my own songs really, really young, like the lyrics. And actually, I went through a kind of crappy breakup when I was 17, and the guy would always get on me about, like, it's cool that you can sing, but it'd be cooler if you could play guitar. And I just remembered that and taught myself how to play within, like, 2 years, and I've been playing since then. I learned how to play guitar, actually, because a friend of mine and her boyfriend liked the song The Only Exception by Paramore, and I told her I was determined to learn how to play it for them at a talent show, and I watched a YouTube video on how to play it, and then ever since then I could just kind of figure out chords just by looking at like the like diagrams of chords and stuff. Yeah, I don't really know like how I did it. I just remember that was the first thing I learned, and then from there it just became kind of easy for me to pick up stuff and figure it out. I get the inspiration for my songs from kind of everywhere. Like I've written like hundreds and hundreds of songs. I just don't like actually put the guitar to all of them and stuff. It's just a lot of lyrics. So it doesn't take much to inspire me to write a song, but a lot of times I kind of like to do it if I'm like angry at someone or a situation, because then I can say, hey, at least I got a song out of it, and makes me feel better. I definitely wish that there were more places I could play. The only time I've ever played at a bar, I had to like kind of sneak in, and I don't know, I've played at Newgrounds and a few other places like the Poetry Garden and stuff, and like they're definitely awesome places. I just wish that there were more, and I just hope to, I guess, learn about more places to go, because I don't think I'm very aware or very educated as to where to go. All right, this last one is another original, and it's just kind of about overthinking things and trying to help everybody out and solve lots of problems, but just kind of causing more by overthinking stuff. And it's called Bruised Peach. The dog is sick again. I wish I could take the bites from her fleas and feel the pain from her fever. Why is it her? Why isn't it me? Every problem there is to be solved, every hungry child, I swear that I'm at fault. Smoking my brain cells, I'm thinking too deep, forgetting it's not every single line that I need to read in between, searching for a bruise so hard that I smashed the peach. Distracted, down and dizzy, a problem all his own. Paranoia says it's caused by me. Just wanna make it all better. You can all wear a somber smile as long as you're safe. I'll sink into the swamp with the crocodiles, smoking my brain cells, I'm thinking too deep, forgetting it's not every single line that I need to read in between, searching for a bruise so hard that I've smashed the peach. This moment I can never feel. Always on the subject of a nearby battlefield, thinking so hard about how to help everyone else. She became mad, watching the candle in front of her melt. Smoking my brain cells, I'm thinking too deep, forgetting it's not every single line that I need to read in the peace.
Sometimes I feel so lost, ain't got no pride. I live in a dream, just on the sidelines. No am I to say I chose this life, but then again I'm not living it right. Yeah, I ain't living it right. Say it's time to make a change. Look to the sun, forget the rain. The little things keep me from going insane. But dear God, please don't know me from my ball and chain. I get to thinking that maybe it is all a game. When I'm gone, will they remember my name? Will there be nothing? I wanna be something. Do you wanna be something too? Wanna be something too? Yeah, but it's a cold world. We're losing our innocence, selling our souls just to feel significant. Most people all about the gold and the green. Why can't we just be ourselves? This all make believe. I'm not saying I'm a perfect individual, and I never said I could be eventual. But these people corrupt, their hearts is broken. You can't let go of everything that's golden. Here's the thing, yeah, maybe it is all a game. When I'm gone, will they remember my name? Will there be nothing? Be something. You wanna be something too? Do you wanna be something too? Maybe it is all again. But when I'm gone, will they remember my name? Will there be nothing? 'Cause I wanna be something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I get to thinking that it is all again. But when I'm gone, will they remember my name? Will there be nothing? Of the world these days, it's too much from the people these days. People of the world these days, looking for too much, taking too much from the leader these days. Well, the misplaced authority, they preach to us sorority. Ain't no hope for the majority, for the people of the world these days. Kids are like Legos, they on your toy. No more stopping what I'm doing. Where do we walk now? What to go? No more walking away. the teachers of the world these days. They're using them, abusing them all these days. A world of corruption, of vice and seduction. No hope for all our loved ones, all the people of the world, all the people of the world. These kids are like Legos in the box when you're done. There's no more stopping until we're done. Where do we go now? Walk today. There's no more stopping. Want to make a change. I need to make a change. I want to make a change. Said I need to make a change. I want to make a change. Said I need to make a change. I want to make a change. Said I need to make a change. Let's make a change. Let's make a change. Let's make a change.
My name is Billy Cave. I'm 17. I'm from York Haven, Pennsylvania, and I go to Covenant Christian Academy in Harrisburg. I've been playing guitar and vocals.
My name is Logan Bedard. I'm 11 years old from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and I've been played drums.
I'm AJ Sugart from Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and I go to Capital Area School of Arts in Harrisburg.
All right, I'm Justin. I go to Cumberland Valley. I'm graduating tomorrow. Last day. Anyways, I play bass in the band, and I'm from Mechanicsburg.
I'm James. I'm 16, and I go to Capital Area School for the Arts, and I play the keyboard.
I've been playing for about 6 years, since I was about 10 and 11 years old, and I also perform in drama as well as snowboard.
I've been playing for about 5 or 6 years, since I was maybe 6 years old, and I don't really do much, pretty much anything a normal 11-year-old would do other than music.
I've been playing guitar for about 6 years. I've been singing and rapping for about 3 years. I like to skateboard as well as play music. I try not to break my arm so I can keep playing guitar.
I've been playing electric guitar for about 6 years and playing bass in this band for about a year. Picked it up after the fact. I've played in jazz bands. I play in a ska band with a couple of my buddies and basically, make music in various different means. I like Ultimate Frisbee a lot.
I've been playing for 2 years, and I make electronic music and, Grand Theft Auto and all. Grand Theft Auto.
I've been heavily inspired by kind of a lot of the jam bands of the 90s, like Fish and kind of Trey Anastasio, the guitarist, as well as Dave Matthews. And what I kind of plan to do with music is I'd like to kind of continue on playing in bands as well as kind of go to college, kind of continue in the music industry and working with small businesses and such as well.
I'm inspired by my drum teacher, Jeremy Hummel, who was formerly in the band of Breaking Benjamin. And he's in 2 bands, Groove Jones and several others outside of that. into the spin and EVE. I plan to, just like Billy, continue to pursue music.
As a guitar player, I'm really influenced by John Scofield and Kirk Douglas from The Roots. And as a vocalist, I'm really inspired by 90s hip-hop, like The Roots, Nas, Common, all those guys. And as a singer, I'm really into like a lot of neo-soul music, like Music Soul Child and all that good stuff. In the future, I plan to go to music school in a big city or something like that, and like try to kind of get into the local scene and do some like session work and kind of pursue my own work as well.
Okay. As far as bass goes, I'm really influenced by a lot of like 90s hip hop, like Jay Dilla. That sample is older, like soul tunes. Generally music, I'm really into like kind of experimental and experimental pop, like Panda Bear and Animal Collective I'm really into. Lots of sampling stuff. Hip hop in general, Kanye West is the man as far as beats go. Yeah, as far as music, I continue to plan on writing and performing with other guys. I'm going to Philadelphia, so I plan on studying there, but also like kind of getting into the local scene and meeting people.
So I'm pretty inspired by Claudio Sanchez from Coed and Cambria. And my plan for the future is really just to become a music director, you know, direct some music.
2, 3. What you know is here and here now, and what you don't understand it. We're here and now for all to witness. This is our world, our place of business. Oh, touchdown, we enter into the unknown. Wake up, rise on the things you know. Rewind the stories that we all could tell, 'cause we would dance and we would sing when roaches were here. We would dance and we would sing when roaches were here. We're here to cure the social cancer. Those easy answers, unorthodox, no need to
I'm Carla Christopher, and thank you for joining us right here on the corner of Culture in Maine for another episode of York's Weekly Cultural Showcase, bringing you the very best of the art and culture scene in the York area. Now, if you like what you heard, or even if you didn't, we want to hear from you. So find us on Facebook and make sure to click like at facebook.com/Culture in Maine. Follow us on Twitter at Culture in Maine. Email us at cultureinmaine@gmail.com. Or to find all things Culture in Maine, check out our website, wrct.tv. Go to Channel 18, Show Profiles, and pick Culture in Maine. We want to also thank the artists who contributed to our set. We want to thank Hacker and Case for Change for donating the guitar. And we want to thank, of course, the fabulous artist Lovey Reinhold Price. Find her under The Glass Vidalia on Facebook or by emailing theglassvidalia@gmail.com. And John Stump of jsphotographyfinearts.com. You can also look up JS Photography Fine Arts on Facebook as well. So be safe, be good to each other, and we will absolutely see you here next week on the corner of Culture and Maine.
I'm really excited about this. I love the atmosphere. I just want to know more about it. I see it evolving, changing, growing. I like it.
It's fleeting. Once it happens, once a song comes out, once a poem comes out, it'll never come out the same.
So like Culture in Maine is documenting what's going on in a way that will have that lasting staying power.
It just breeds healthy growth. It's a necessity. It's a necessity, yes.